I'm still too close. I think that fuzz looks unacceptable. Hello, good afternoon. Hi, come join. I'm going to find some friends. Hi, Trixie, how are you? What's going on? What's up? It's Thursday. It's Throat Chakra. Hi, everybody who's coming in. Can you hit like as you come in? That would be spectacular. I have been in the water torture of that which is public school online this week. So yeah, it's been an adventure. I've been doing what a lot of parents have been doing like since March. I really didn't have to because my older can do it himself. But I just started doing it with my younger one, and that is quite the marathon. I do not know how that poor woman is dealing with 18 5-year-olds. That's crazy. But hi, I came to share with you guys so that we can do some tarot, some pulls, right? So it's Throat Chakra Thursday. So I thought I'd open up and just like share a little bit of what's going on with my crew. What's going on with your crew? I've got my purple pendulum. It almost matches what I have on. So we're coordinating. And then I have my toss deck. So we are happy to get some short answers, some quick answers, some hit it and quit it kind of things that'll get us in the right direction. So I hope that you'll take advantage of the opportunity to unstick. Let's unstick anything that has to do with the throat chakra. So throat chakra is about communication. So nowadays we don't have a whole lot of face-to-face interaction. And so this does include like when you text and when you post on Facebook and whatever you do to communicate with other people. That's all coming from the throat chakra. So throat chakra is like one of the most easily identifiable chakras. Some of the other ones, it's hard to figure out where you're supposed to put your hands and stuff. But for the throat chakra, pretty easy, right? I tend to think of it as where your throat meets your torso is where I think, because I think that maybe I'm wrong. I feel like that has something to do with your voice box. I don't know. Anyway, let me refocus because I'll go right down that rabbit hole and we'll be talking about where the voice box is located for the rest of the time. You know, I'm a big biology person. But instead of doing that, let's ask questions about communication. So how can you tell if there's a problem with your throat chakra? If you have an argument with absolutely every single person that you interact with during the day, then that means there's probably something up with your throat chakra. You probably need to take some time to kind of just focus enough to see if you can't balance it out. Because it'll cause, I mean, if your throat chakra is not balanced, you're going to argue with absolutely everybody. Everyone will misunderstand everything that you're saying all day long. In tarot, the equivalent would be a Magus card that's upside down. So if you ever have a reading with me and you have a Magus card that's inverted, that's the same thing as a throat chakra that's out of balance. So that kind of gives you the correlation where I come in with tarot and with pendulum and stuff like that. So on a throat chakra day, like on a day we're going to focus on our communication, why don't we take the most difficult one? Is there a difficult relationship, a difficult communication that you need to make or suggest or are waiting for? What are difficult communications? Sometimes it's hard to apologize. Is there an apology that you need to ask about? Should you apologize or should you wait for the person to come to you? Should you give tough love or should you give that person one more try, right? Should you make dinner for them even though you're mad at them, right? Should you allow your adult child to move back in again? Should you communicate to them, these are certain boundaries, these are certain rules? One of the things that I was thinking about today was, what do you do? I mean, no is a complete sentence, but what do you do after that if it doesn't work? And so then the next thing I thought that you could say is, oh, this is a boundary. So if you say no to somebody and they keep on going, then you have to say something like, this is a boundary. I found that lately. For some reason, the people that I'm dealing with lately have an issue with no. I say no, and then there's like this negotiation that opens. It's really weird. I'm like, no, I said, that's what I meant, no. And so follow up no with what? With this is a boundary. And then if the person crosses it, immediately after you said this is a boundary, you know exactly where you stand with them, right? And you can use that information to your advantage. So what question do you have about that? What questions do you have about what communications are necessary? What maybe you need to follow up with? I'm going to pull some tarot on my communication, and maybe that'll inspire those who are feeling a little bit more shy, and those who come back and watch the video too, because there's a lot of people who watch them after we're done. So let's go. I'm going to pull out my tarot. We're going to ground, and then let's get into some throat chakra stuff. Throat chakra stuff. Hi everybody who's here. We hit that like button as you come in, and then subscribe. That's perfect. Maybe we'll pull a card per zodiac sign. How's that? And then I can test my ability to remember the zodiac signs in order. That'll be funny. It's going to get hairy after Libra, I'm telling you right now. So maybe you guys can help me after Libra. Okay. So the first zodiac sign is Aries. So I'm going to pull for how Aries can work on their communication today. What do Aries need to do with their communication? So all Aries, if you're Aries and you're in here with me, this is for you. And then I'll go through everything. Next is Taurus and then Gemini. So here we go. Aries, I'm going to ground before we touch the tarot, before I pull from my tarot, because I like to be nice and grounded. I want to go to it with the respect of being able to take in whatever tarot gives me. And that means I can't be floating all over the world and distracted by other things. So to ground is like an honoring thing. It's like a ritual, right? It gets us into the between worlds where we can get the information we need. So that's what we're going to do. So 3 deep breaths into the nose, out through the mouth. The first one is to release your day so far. Actually feel yourself slow down. Next deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And this one's to ground. Try to become really heavy in your seat. So deep, deep, deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Release and try to become really heavy. Right? And then the third time, deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth to connect with me. And let's take a look at Aries. Let's see what Aries need to work on today. Aries. For Aries, throat chakra. Oh, wow. They got 2. And Aries would. I would expect swords for Aries, and we did get a swords. We got 3 of swords. And then we got vows. So we've got swords and wands. So today, Aries is going to be challenged to lie a lot today. They're going to be given like really golden opportunities to kind of slip past with just a little bit of a modification of the truth. So today, Aries gets to challenge whether or not their virtue means anything. And then the other thing is, Aries is stuck between 2 options in a different area of their life. They're stuck between 2 options. There's like a love triangle going on. So Aries needs to figure out where they're going to put their focus. They got to pick one. Decisive action is necessary when you get the 3 of swords, and that's what they got. Let's try Taurus. I want to see Taurus because I'm a Taurus. I don't know if I'm saying very many sentences before I'm a Taurus. I'm very proud Taurus. So we're pulling for, hi everybody, John, we're pulling for what did Taurus need to do for their throat chakra. So if you're a Taurus, pulling a card for you. Let's see what we need, Taurus. We need, oh, look, we pulled a Taurus card. That is the Prince of Discs. He's one of my favorite. And so for us, our communication needs to be steadfast. There's a bull, so we need to be steady, which we don't really need help with. I mean, we are a bull. We're on the card. How much more do we need to speak to our ego? It's steady. And we're going to use technology today. So this is a good day for us to do all of our social media kind of stuff. If you were thinking about starting a podcast or getting some kind of video out there or whatever, today within the next 24 hours is a good time to do it. And we are the makers of the music, as Willy Wonka says. We're making new worlds. So we're supposed to be bringing something unique with our throat chakra today. And we're supposed to be doing it through media. So that's good since we're all home. So that's what we're doing. I hope that I'm creating something new. I'm trying to do a card per tarot is new, or per zodiac is new. So yeah, I'm doing it. Soaking in it now. Okay, here comes Gemini. Please, somebody get a list of the zodiac because I'm about to get confused. Okay, this is Gemini comes after Taurus. So I'm going to pull for Gemini. Gemini. Woo, Gemini. Gemini. Gemini, you have to stay home and stay quiet. You're supposed to let your other personality shine today. You'll have two at least. And your major one is going to be taking a rest today. So your job is to let your kind of inner Gemini out. All that creativity and the part of you that you always tell to be quiet and sit down somewhere. Let it have the wheel for just a little bit today, the controlled environment. Once you get home or whatever you do to relax, let your creativity out. Make something with some art today. For our Gemini. Cancer is after Gemini, and then I think it's Leo. If you're a Leo or Cancer, please go away. Cancer's after Gemini, I believe. Let's see. I really have to get a list out. Cancer. What does Cancer need to do for communication? Ooh, Cancer. Take all risks today with communication. So any conversation that you're scared to have, or the raise you're scared to ask for, or the partnership it feels like, for some reason, I'm getting a really strong energy about opening. So for, I guess it's people coming out and opening marriages and that kind of thing, for these kind of alternative lifestyle looking things. Oh, Marie, you are fantastic. For all those things, I want you to be really brave today, Cancer. Now, you know how emotional you are, so get yourself a tea before you go in. Calm your little nerves, but know that you have fortune on your side. It says fortune. Fortune's on your side, so it'll be good. Get your words out, all of them, all that you need to. Now, because Marie loves me, I know that Leo is next. Oh, thank God I didn't get Leo wrong. That is the wrong sign to get wrong. Only one you don't want to get wrong more than a Leo is like a Sag and an Aries. I think they're all fire. Okay. For Leo, what are you going to do with your throat chakra today? What's going on with yours is gain. So your throat chakra gets to bring you money today. And how you communicate, you're going to increase. It feels like bargaining. Any situation where you're going to be bargaining today, you're going to be really successful and gain. You're going to get more than you put out of it. Look at and investigate the return on investment that you're getting for Leo. Next is Virgo. So let's see what Virgo needs with their throat chakra. Okay, spread them out. I'm going to pull a card for Virgo. Virgo, for your throat chakra, happiness. So happiness is a cups card. So this is really about emotional or relationships. And so for Virgo, your job today is to bring joy in those relationships that matter to you. Make sure that the thing about the happiness card is that they're overflowing. So it's never from a place of burden or from too much. You're loving and giving everything that you have to offer. For Virgo, sometimes Virgo can overgive and then they get a little bit resentful. And so instead of that, I want you to stop right before it gets to your skin, Virgo. Give exactly as much as you can, but no more than that. Libra, a little bit similar. Libra can do the same kind of thing. So can Taurus. So for Libra, because you guys are so interested in fairness, it's really easy to be indecisive. But for your throat chakra today, Libra, here's what I want you to do. This is exactly what I want you to do. Aha! And make sure your outside to match your inside. What's funny about this is for a Libra card, it's pretty balanced. It looks the same as above as it does below. But I want you to notice that because this card's inverted, below is bigger. Go more with your gut than circumstance. all day long, Libra. So when you get confused and you're not sure which one's better, go with your gut for me. And then Scorpio. This is the part where I would have gotten really confused. I'm so glad that Marie, thank you for posting the signs. Scorpio, let's see. Scorpio, all passion. I feel a lot of passion for Scorpios right now. And Scorpio is, it looks like you are in danger of going into a little bit of depression. You need to be careful. I need you to find something that you're passionate about doing. And even if you only do it for like 3 or 4 minutes a day, get yourself invested in what you love, because right now you're feeling over obligated. And, you know, for the kind of sign that you are, it's just the worst thing to be over obligated. You want to do everything from your passion. So I need you to connect with whatever it is that you like to do. If it's dance around the house naked, do that for 2 minutes. Or if it's paint or drawing or whatever it is, that artistic expression, I want you to do that. I don't know if the cards are jumping out because of Sagittarius or Scorpio. We're between them. But they're jumping. Maybe it's for those cuspy babies, huh? Okay, so Sagittarius. Let's see what Sag has. Sag is going to get us all right. Sagittarius usually do. Sag, look at all that fire, Sag. This is a big Dharma card. So if you see, can you see he's the Prince of Wands? So he's on a lion. That's your like looking good while you're doing it. He's naked. That's all vulnerability. And this is going as fast and as far as you can towards your Dharma today. So I want you to take the biggest possible step toward your Dharma today. If it's signing up for the class, or if it's, I feel a lot of real estate for some reason. So maybe somebody who's watching has something to do with real estate. But whatever the opportunities that you have before you are, I want you to go for the biggest one. This is like big risk day. So if there's a big risk today or tomorrow, I want you to take it. After Sagittarius, we have Capricorn. Those wicked smart Capricorns, I tell you, those Gemini and Capricorns, they run the world. They don't need any of us. Capricorn. Gain, again, so you are with your friend. So gain is when we were talking about, this is the throat chakra day, right? So good morning, Tara. Nice to see you. Hi, Trixie, you're Capricorn. Capricorn, I'm telling you. So you are the same as, there was a couple of signs ago that was gain. So you are to your throat chakra for actual gain. And before it felt like it was negotiation for a couple of signs ago. But for yours, it doesn't feel as like negotiation as much as charm for some reason. You're supposed to charm your way in and out of things today. But gain, have the prime directive be that what you leave with is more than you came with. Your return on investment. That's where I want your focus to be, dear Capricorn. And we have about 2 signs left. Yeah, Aquarius and Pisces. So we've gotten through almost all of the signs. I think somebody went through and actually took a like off. Can you unlike something? It's awful. Oh, let's see. That's probably irritating. I'm sorry. I'm going to pull Pisces, Aquarius, and Pisces. I'm sorry. I need to turn my phone down because that's loud. Good. Okay. Aquarius. Aquarius are very amenable. They can fit into any space. Aquarius. On Aquarius, we're going to be one. Thank you for the likes, guys. Aquarius, this is the art card, but it's inverted. And so that means that you have been giving way too much of yourself. This is actually a lion, but you can't tell because his color's all gone and his mane's all matted and gross. That's because all of his energy went out to everybody else. And so then poor Aquarius is left without anybody taking care of you. On this card is a phoenix. So this is supposed to be this great destruction and then great stuff afterwards. But if all of your energy is always on somebody else, you'll never have the energy to get through the parts that were made for you. And so I want you to pull back in your energy. Whatever you're giving to everybody else, to a whole lot of other people, start with you first. Pay you first. There are dreams you have to fulfill. There are weight goals you have. There are there are beauties that you have left to see, and your life isn't for everybody else. It's for you first. I know you're not supposed to say it. I know it's supposed to be selfish, but it really is. It's for you first. Take care of yourself, Aquarius. Now Pisces. Oh, some of my favorite people are Pisces. Some of my favorite people are Pisces. The ones that have changed my life the most? Man. All right, Pisces, let's see. What can we do with your throat chakra today? Pisces. Oh. Ooh, Pisces. You know what's funny? This is the oppression card. And you know what's funny is in dealing with Pisces, and what this means, let's say what it means first. What it means first is it's all about perception. If you can tell that the two barbs in the front, the two wands in front, are not actually as thick as the bars in the back would be if they would just come together. If they reorganize themselves, they could overtake what they perceive as an oppression. And so the oppression card is about this perceived tethering, this perceived disempowerment. That's not actually happening. And Pisces are actually vulnerable to that because of the way that they communicate, because of what they want back from people. Sometimes they can find themselves feeling a lot more put upon than they actually are. Pisces are like unicorns. They can get along with absolutely anybody. They're really intuitive. They could go through life without any education at all and be absolutely fine. I bet you Kramer is probably a Pisces. That's a kind of like you just fall backwards through life and it's still fine. It's because of how much people love them. And so they're really, really powerful. But because Pisces can sometimes get focused on one or two people, if their opinion gets weird, they can kind of doubt themselves. But they are the most capable sign on the planet of getting along with people. And that's all you need to get through life. So yeah, Pisces right now, they're feeling a little bit stifled, like they can't use their voice. I need you to find a way to use your voice today. Everybody will listen. You're like E.F. Hutton. And so that's going to be your work. So there you have what our throat chakras are doing. And outside of that, like once we got through that, what questions do you guys have? Do you have questions about your throat chakra, about the conversations you want to have, and about how you want to express yourself? I was wondering about what I know. I have a question. So I don't know how to say that. I'll just ask the question because it's pretty personal. So I'm going to ask a yes, no question, right? And then I'll discuss with y'all the results. So I'm going to pull 3 cards, and the middle card counts twice, right? So we pulled 3 cards. My answer is probably yes. I didn't want that answer. The answer is probably yes. It is the fulfillment of my dreams to do this, to communicate in this way. It's profitable. I'll be making money doing it. It's a good use of my energy because my energy is like all dispersed and all over the place right now. So a good thing to focus on would be for me to go ahead and tackle this next issue that I'm trying to decide whether or not I should become involved in. So Tarot says yes. Yes, I can pull some cards for you. What do you have a question, Tarot? Or you want to just do a general? Let's do a general for you. Let's do active and passive. So my situation is yes, I should go eat the frog. So I will as soon as I get done talking to you guys. All right. The next, I'm going to pull active and passive for Tara. Tara, let's see. Here's active and passive. Active. Well, so wealth is about inner and outer richness. It is about, because it's a discs card, it really is about utilizing the resources that you have in a really good way. It's kind of like when a computer defragments and puts all this, it organizes itself so that everything's the most efficient. That's really what the wealth card is about. It's kind of like organizing your hand so that is the most profitable. So if there's something that you're doing that is that you find is wasting your resources, time, or energy, then you want to redesign it. Today's a good time to try new systems that net more money, that net more time, that net you more things. So we're going to be adventurous with how to use the resources that you have more efficiently. And then you're about to come into a season of change in your family. There's a couple of things that you came to the planet to correct. And it's like almost ripening season, like harvest season. Oh, that's right, it's fall. There's some things that are coming into harvest. I feel like there's a couple of breakdowns that are going to happen for you before Thanksgiving, because it's going to look a lot different. Like this year, the holidays are going to look different for you because of some of these things coming to a head. Are you aware of some of the things coming to a head in your family? The AM card is all about that, and it's about what you came to kind of break. And for whatever reason, the bottom of my spine, my coccyx, is activated when I'm talking to you. So I don't know if that's where y'all store that stuff or where the problem is that you're fixing, but that relates to you too. What other questions do we have? Hopefully that helps. That's strange. I've never had Tara, I've never had that part of my body respond in tarot before. So that's very specific to your plan. I hope that makes sense to you. Does anybody else have any questions for throat chakra? I asked mine. I'm accepting the answer, kind of, slowly. I wonder if I could ask it a different way. You know, sometimes I've tried to ask a question a different way and make my tarot say what I want it to, and it won't. Listen, it doesn't work that way. You're welcome. Should you keep streaming online? Good question. Trixie, should you keep streaming online? I'm going to ask. Let's see. I'm going to pull 3 cards. Oh, that's perfect, Tara. Great. Oh, I'm so glad. Whenever something odd comes up, I'm always afraid. Okay. 1, 2. This is for Trixie. Should you keep streaming online? 3. Probably yes. Hey, you got the same kind of answer I got. Oh. Well, guys, this feels like it speaks to all of us. So there's some pretty destructive changes that are coming up that are going to affect how people, I'm just going to say it because it feels really weird, and this is what it feels like I should say. It feels like there's going to be a change in the way that communication happens. Like, I don't think TV networks are going to be what they are. I think that's going to change or somehow be interrupted or destroyed. And one of the only ways people are going to be able to kind of get news is going to be this kind of thing, this social media kind of thing, the live streaming kind of thing. So you and I and those who do this are going to be the anchors that kind of get everybody to the new way that communication is going to happen. This is really a strange card. This feels like it has to do with how the world is changing. So that's eye-opening for all of us. Thanks for asking. The next one, the one that counts twice, having fun with it. So what your particular grade of entertainment is so needed right now. You are supposed to have fun with it. Don't do that. Don't do it at an obligation. It should never feel like a job. Do it fun. Whatever's going to make it fun, do it that way. Don't do it the angry way. Do it the fun way. Keep it fun at all times. It's supposed to be enjoyable for you. And that's how we enjoy it, right? Like, because I'm enjoying this right now. If I was trudging through this, you would feel it and be like, I don't want to watch her. I don't want to feel like that, right? You got to do it when you feel good. That's similar to the work that you do. Now, what is inverted? Okay, so this is showing, it's usually everlasting love when it's upside right, but it's showing that it's inverted. And so what that's speaking to is the disconnection that we're all like feeling right now. Like, there's a lot of deep relationships that aren't connected. I've talked to like 3 different women this week who've had the weirdest arguments with their spouses. Some men have decided to advocate responsibility, and as soon as they can blame it on us, they're done. And it's weird. 3 different conversations with 3 different people have nothing to do with each other, but there's this weird crease in communication right now. And so everybody's sick of each other. They've been in the house for all these months and everything. So there's a real lack of love. And what you do, because you do it from a place of love, helps heal the actual world. You have such a powerful spread. The Tower card, which everybody's scared of. But I think with that having to do with communications, I actually think that the outcome is good. It's better for us. right? Because it breaks all the echo chambers that we have right now, which is making everybody act like real assholes to each other, isn't it? And then joy, why not? Let's add all the joy to it. Absolutely. Zell card is about having fun. You got that times two, right? And then, yeah, there's this lack of like connection that we're dealing with. But I think that as we keep our consistency up, that will bridge that gap. So that's what that's for. That's the spread we got. I like that one. Good question. Good, powerful information. Now I'm like really thinking about what to do as communication changes, because what will we do? I mean, I don't really watch TV now. You have to watch Fargo, but that's like on Hulu. Anyway. Any other questions, you guys? I'm so glad you hung out with me. This is such a good live. You know that if you want to get your own personal reading, to reach out to me directly. I'm High Tarot on Facebook and Bijo and Snapchat and Instagram and Twitter and all of them. My email is hightarot@outlook. My Cash App is High Tarot, $cash, High Tarot, and my pen pal is High Tarot at Outlook. It's all over the place. High Tarot, HAITAROT. Well, I'm glad you guys hung out with me. I am going to boogie because I have to get to the store. But I'm glad you guys popped by. Please hit the notification button so you can be here next time. And I'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye.